Okay, hello everybody. Just get my mic on here. Okay, so I'm going to do a read on Cash Gernon. I have been waiting to do this read for a while because there was so much drama and controversy around this murder of this little child. So if things get hairy in the comments of this video, I'm just going to turn off commenting. When I do these reads, I'm doing these reads to try and figure out what happened, why it happened. We already know there has been an arrest in this case, and I just don't want any of the drama here on my channel. So I'm going to ask, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're made aware when I do new reads and new updated reads, stuff like that, and when I go live. Also, I'm going to ask you to give the video a like. That helps with the algorithm. And also to share this out where you can. Okay? So again, we are going to do a read on Cash Gernon. 4 years old. He was a little boy that was murdered in Dallas, Texas. I believe it was May 15th, around there, 2021. And we're going to see if we can't get some information as to, you know, what happened, why it happened, things leading up to it, and what is going on now. Okay, so let's start. I asked my ancestors to connect with little Cash Gernon. So we're going to go with the days leading up to Cash being found, what was going on, maybe give us some idea of why this happened. So what was going on around and involving Cash leading up to his death. Okay, so I've got outsider and I've got ancient. So this tells me that there was somebody that wasn't part of the group. So I would say that doesn't live with Cash, had no involvement with Cash. And I'm saying that in the way that he wasn't responsible, he or she was not responsible for Cash. This was an outsider, or this could be that this was not a family member that did this to Cash. And there was some things that were going on with this person. And like I said, this is leading up to the day that Cash was found deceased, okay? This person was more of a misfit, a loner, stuff like that, okay? So there was somebody like that around the situation leading up to Cash being found. I've also got the ancient, and with this, can you see all the skulls? So I think this person has harmed not only animals, but other people. If you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but in these skulls, they almost look like crocodile skulls, but you see human eyes in them. So this also tells me that this person is very volatile. So violent, stuff like that. And this, I think, would run in the family. So there was a lot of stuff going on leading up to Cash being murdered. It was done by some kind of outsider, and there was some kind of outsider around the situation. This person was more of a misfit and a loner, kind of wandered from place to place. And I also got that there's a history of violence, okay? So, and this could also mean that there was a history of violence at the residence, okay? So this is all leading up to. So the day of Cash being murdered. I get call for help. So what this is telling me is I don't think this was done by one person. I think this person had help. And this was done to satisfy somebody's needs. So there was some kind of needs. We're going to go in for clarification on this. But this person had help. And the murder was committed for somebody's selfish needs. Okay, so what's going on now? I get reason. With this, I'm getting a female and 2 others. So there was a reason why Cash was chosen, and Cash specifically. I know that he had a twin brother, but there was a reason. This is telling me that there is a reason why it was Cash that was chosen. And I'm getting that this person had help, and this was done for this person's own selfish need for something. So let's go in for some clarification on the days leading up to Cash going missing. Okay, so we got the Outsider and Ancient. Why are those cards there with leading up to? Okay, so I've got Discipline and the Call of the Night. With the Discipline, I get that this person had come around, okay? I got that this person was already an outsider or felt like an outsider, which tells me he's kind of, he or she is like a misfit, didn't really fit in with people well, if you can get what I'm trying to say. I also get that this person has a violent history. Kind of inserted themselves into situations because they were never really welcomed. Like, hey, come on over. So they inserted themselves. And I get that they did this because they were training themselves and finding consistencies, things that were consistent. So I know that there's been somebody arrested, and I'm not so sure this person did this alone, okay? I feel like this person came around, inserted themselves, and they were looking for things that were consistent, okay? Almost like stalking the place out. Call of the Night talks about like a daring, something that was to be done. It was going to be daring. And I feel that leading up to the reason why this person came around and such was to stalk out the place and to see what his avenue was going to be. You know what I mean? Like, how was he going to do this, or she, and get away with it? When was the best time to do it? Almost like watching for... Oh, sorry guys. That was way too many. I had quite a few cards. Let me just check my camera. Quite a few cards that came out. So it's almost like they were stalking the place out to see when things happen, what time of day were maybe the kids left alone in a certain area, or what's the best way to get in, stuff like that. And they were never really invited. They just like inserted themselves, okay? So the day of, I get call for help, which tells me that this person had help, okay? And it was done for their own selfish needs. I also got transgression, okay? So this talks about, it's almost like it wasn't only just for selfish needs of this person who committed the murder. It was also about feeling contradicted all the time and full of mistakes. Like I'm getting like full of mistakes, full of mistakes, full of mistakes. So it's almost like he was making somebody pay for contradicting him and pointing out his flaws and mistakes and whatnot. But it was to satisfy this person's own selfish needs. And I do feel that there's more than one person involved. I don't think the person who's been arrested did this on their own. I think there is more than one person, because I got the call for help. Okay, so what is going on now? Whoa. Okay, give me a second, because that flew halfway across the room. Get my mic back on here. Okay, see this? I've got the prey. Which tells me that he stalked this child, invaded the home, and watched very carefully, and is there's somebody else too that is still watching this situation very closely. So it could be the other person that was involved or that helped with this, but there's something else still going on here. And if you remember over here with the days leading up, I said that there was some stalking type behavior going on. If you can see it here, it says prey. I get stalked, invaded, and watched. So somebody is still watching what's going on with this case. And I believe they're doing that because they helped. So I got right from the beginning that somebody else was involved with this. Okay, so let's get one more from this deck for the leading up to. Oops. Okay, so I got the jealousy too. So there was some kind of jealousy going on leading up to this. And this person was out to punish. He was going to change the course of things. So now I don't know the story, and I don't want to get into all the drama on it, but this is telling me that the person responsible for this was very jealous and envious of Cash for some reason. And this person wanted to change the course of how things were going to go. Okay, there's lots of theories out there that people are saying that this person who's been arrested was, peeved off because he had to leave the home when the kids came, something like that. That could very well be, okay? Because this person was very jealous of how things were going leading up to Cash being murdered. There was a lot of jealousy and envy there. So did that have to do with Cash in particular? Was he maybe the favored child? Did he plan to do this to both of them? But there was some jealousy and envy going on. And there was another person involved. So this could involve somebody that this person thought was maybe the kids were taking away their time from him because he was jealous and envious. Okay? And this is leading up to. So this is a situation leading up. He's jealous and envious. He was going to change the outcome of how things were going to be. Okay, the day of. Okay, so I've got death rights. So this is like saying goodbye. And you see that this is a small child in her hands. So he knew exactly what he was going to do. And I'm going to say he because has been arrest. It's almost like he had this planned. He had it planned leading up to exactly what he was going to do, but he had to stake out and whatever you guys call it there, like watch the situation to see when the best time to do this was going to be. Yeah, that says it all. He had every intention on taking his life. Okay, I also got the day of, there's a witness. So this again tells me when I got the call for help the day of, somebody else knows about this. And they are personal to the situation. So somebody else is involved that has personal knowledge of what happened, how it happened, why it happened. They know. There's somebody else that knows. And that this person, it says a personal evidence. So that tells me that somebody that was very close to these boys, very close to Cash, knew what was going to happen. So I believe that there was maybe talk about it. And I'm not saying this person was directly involved with the killing of Cash, but I believe they knew what was going to happen. Okay, so what is going on with this now? Why is Prey there? What is going on with this now? Courtesy. So this is telling me almost like the guy that they have in custody is not going to speak about this person. So it's like he's not going to involve this other person that had knowledge. Okay? And this person that had knowledge of what was going to happen, because there was a lot of the envy and the jealousy, and this is not how things are going to, and this is leading up to, I'm talking about, this is what was in his head, is the, no way, this is not the way things are going to go. Had a lot of envy and jealousy type thing, and was plotting. This person knew about it. The person who did this to Cash is also protecting someone else, and is not going to, at least right now, reveal that this person knew. But this person knew. I'm not saying that they were involved in the actual killing, but they knew what was coming. And they are close, whoever this person is close to Cash. Has a personal kind of relationship with Cash. Okay, so let's go to another deck and see what we get. Let's go to the Alice in Wonderland. Okay, so let's see what else we can get on the days leading up to the murder of Cash Gernon. Are there any more specifics you can give us? Maybe what he was jealous about, envious about. Okay. I'm knocking things over here, you guys. Curious and curious here. So, curiouser and curiouser. It's almost like this person was watching how things were unfolding. And this person also had a weirdness about them. Like, people who met him would have said, you know, that guy gives me the creeps, or he's weird. He's like, why is he asking so many questions? So I think that he would be asking a lot of questions about, like, maybe, well, where are the boys sleeping? Or, you know, are they in that room? Are they in that, like, why are they back there? Like, stuff like that. So the date of, it's always tea time. So it talks about repetition. So repetition in eternity. So it's like he knew that the boys weren't going nowhere. I feel it's all to do with the boys together, not just one. And I do believe that he may have wanted to rid both of them. It's almost like he gathered a lot of information and heard a lot from this person regarding these boys. And he was just sick of hearing it. Like, everything was the boys, the boys, the boys. And that's where the envy and the jealousy comes in with this other person. So I believe that the boys were taken because of jealousy, that maybe the amount of time that they were taken by another person. Like, everything was about the boys now. It had nothing to do with him. It's like, go away, go away, go away type thing. It's weird. Mortality. Life is brief. And you see again here with the human eye in an animal skull. We got that back here, I believe, somewhere. Right here. With transgression. We also got it over here. And we also got it in here. So it's almost like, wow. It's almost like the envy and jealousy. There was no way he was going to put up with it no more. I feel like I'm getting the feeling like he felt that he was being cast out because of the boys. And there was a lot of, like I said, I keep saying it, I keep getting, he was envious, he was jealous. And this person spent way too much time with the boys. And I think that was a lot of the jealousy there too. So maybe he had an interest in this person and felt the boys were taking too much of this person's time. But he was also envious about the boys being there. And him almost feeling like an outcast now. Like, you gotta leave, you gotta go away, we don't want you here type thing. So he was out for revenge. He was out to set things right. If the boys weren't there, he felt that he would be more welcome there, and too many. And things would change. About 3. Nature, communication, falling, and keeping up. So, do you remember I said I got this, the courtesy? I do believe that this other person knew that something bad was going to happen with these boys, regarding this person. I'm getting that this person was just fed up. This person here was just fed up trying to keep up with everything and trying to keep the boys safe, maybe from this person or other people. And just basically, well, what's going to happen is going to happen. Because I get the falling and the unknown. So it's almost like this person knew the momentum with this was growing. But maybe didn't know exactly when it was going to happen. but knew something was going to happen. And the nature communication talks about elemental messages. So I'm almost feeling like there's some things that are being said by this person. I feel like things are being nonverbal communication, or this person is saying things to let this person know that he's going to protect this person and not bring them into this, is the feeling I'm getting. Okay, so I want to ask about was there some kind of relationship between these two? Or did this person know that this person maybe had a crush on them, or wanted to be with them, or wanted to be at the home? I want to know what was going on with these two. If anything. Clock time. Time pressure and in a rush. So, I don't know if he felt maybe under pressure, or this person, one of them felt under pressure for something to happen. Somebody was feeling under some kind of pressure. A moment's regret. A moment's regret is saying now that even though one of these two was under pressure, somebody regrets the decision that they made, maybe not to say anything. Is what I'm getting. So I'm almost feeling like this person here is now regretting not coming forward with it. Messages for the rabbit. And this tells me that there is nonverbal messages between these two. So I don't know if there's things that are coming out about what he said or did when he did it. Is there things that have been said? I feel like there's some kind of message in there that only this person is going to get. You can't go back to yesterday. So I'm feeling now that this person just wants to move past this now, because they can't go back and change the mistake that they think now that they made. Now they can only hope that they're not... I just knocked a deck of cards all over. That's okay. This person now is just wanting to get over this, get past it, move on, and is praying that they're not brought into this. Impossible things and growing up. So with the growing up, I'm getting that they're concerned now about the other twin and what he may have seen, and that may come back to him. Because from what I understand, these boys were always together. So this person here is now concerned about what the other twin may say. Because I think the other twin, without even knowing, has overheard some things. This person is scared of that being said. Impossible things. I think this person too is going to try and put a new perspective on things and trying to work through some kind of disbelief. So I don't think people are... Let me just grab this deck because It fell for a reason, so I'm going to use it. I believe that there's some controversy around this person. And this person is trying to keep it hidden. And don't really get why people aren't believing their story as to what happened. And with that, he did this on his own, because I don't feel he did. I feel like he did the actual murder on his own, but this person knew. And this person knew why he was feeling this envy and jealousy. So I'm still not getting whether there is something going on between these two, or was going on between these two, that could have been warning signs. I'm getting set your course and never jam today. So it's like, set your course is talking about having a plan. So this person definitely knew what he was planning. And it's almost like it kind of worked out for this person too. But I feel that there was an error made. So I do believe that both boys were supposed to be taken. There was an error made and one was left. And this person is now afraid of what this other child, the twin, may know or make him out with. Because at that age, you don't really know, oh, I should say this because it's important. But this person here is afraid that at some point the twin is going to just spurt it out, not knowing what they're saying, and is going to implicate this person. Okay, so Never Jam today talks about empty words. So maybe this person thought that this guy that was arrested was just spurting things out and not really, maybe didn't take him seriously, but should have. And it's almost like whoever this is, it worked to their benefit too, but there was a mistake made. And I think that mistake was that the other child lived. And I think the other child, the twin, heard something that he doesn't realize because of his age, how important that is. And this person is worried about that coming out. You know how kids, I remember a show, and this is what I'm getting in my head, so this is why I'm going to say it. This is what I'm getting intuitively. Do you remember that show called Kids Say the Darnest Things? This is the situation. This person is very worried about the other twin saying something. Not knowing what they are saying is important. Is there anything else that you can tell us regarding this other person? All in the golden afternoon. So I'm getting there's a spark and there's inspiration, imagination, conception. I'm feeling like this person knew. I think the person who killed Cash had some kind of maybe crush, or there's some kind of connection to this person here. There's some kind of connection there. Anything else that you can tell us regarding these two? Becoming braver and shine bright like a candle. This is a lot about this person here. I think this person's putting a facade on and trying to give perspectives of the situation, that maybe not be the truth. Shine bright like a candle. All she wants to do is make it, and I believe it's a female. All she wants to do is make it through this, make it past this. She's going to trust that he is going to keep his word and not bring her into it. But I do feel that this person had knowledge of what was going to go on. And I think it was almost like to her benefit too. But there was a mistake made. Both kids were supposed to be gone, not just Cash. There was a mistake made. So let's go into now this nature of communication and this courtesy of keeping her out of it. I need one more card to see, one or two more cards to see what is going to happen in the ending with that, with what's going on right now. Because things are coming out, right? Changed in the night. Changed very quickly, yes. So there is going to be a change coming. I don't believe that he is going to keep quiet very long. I think he is right now, but there's changes coming. So I do believe that not only was there a change in the night because only one twin went missing and was murdered. I think both of them were supposed to be murdered. But there's some changes coming. So I think somehow this is going to come to light. This is going to come to light. So I'm going to draw a few cards from the Dark Mirror regarding this situation and why this was done, just to get some more clarification, because I feel like there was something going on. Not just, I think he was envious and jealous because he wasn't allowed at the home or wasn't welcome there anymore, and either had or wanted some connection to this female. I think this female kind of kept her mouth shut because she really didn't want the burden of these kids anyway. So if she heard or got wind of what he was planning on doing, she never said anything. So she's just as guilty as him, I feel. For now, he's kept it a secret about how much knowledge this person had, but I think that's going to change, okay? And it's going to happen quick. It's going to come out of nowhere. And I think there will be evidence towards that also. Okay, fragmentation and fated to suffer. So it's like he felt that the guy that's arrested for this, he felt things were all falling apart. Okay, so this had to do with fragmentation, everything falling apart, nothing coming together. This is pretty much on the dark side, that you can see a male face in the background kind of obstructed here, and here's the female, and it's almost like there's chains hanging from her. 3, 4, I see 3, prominently 3. So there's 3 of something that was keeping things from coming together for this guy. Fated to suffer. And it's like there was no way that he was just going to take this lying down. Like he knew if he didn't do something and do it quickly, that he was just going to continue to suffer with this envy and jealousy and whatnot. So he knew he had to do something and do it quick. The child I was meant to be. So it's like he wanted to be taken care of the way these boys were being taken care of. And he felt like the boys were taking away from him, taking something or someone from him. And he knew if he didn't do anything, that things were going to remain fragmented and that he was going to continue to suffer with this envy and this jealousy. So he decided to take it into his own hands and to get rid of the boys. But I do believe that whoever this female is has some inclination as to what was going to happen. I think there was things that were talked about between these two, or things that were said. Maybe she didn't take it seriously at first, but I think she caught on quite quickly that he meant what he was saying. And I think she also seen some of this rage and jealousy and anger and stuff like that and did nothing about it. Okay, so that's why I'm saying I don't think she was directly involved with the murder of Cash, but I think she was somehow knowledgeable of what was going to happen, or should have been knowledgeable about what was going to happen, being the things that she heard from this guy. Okay, I think he spoke a lot about if the kids weren't there, if it wasn't for the kids, because I see here, but I'm seeing three kids that is keeping him from what he wants. And he figured if he got rid of these boys, he would be able to get what he wanted. Okay, whatever that may be, whether it's her, whether it's something else, but there was something here that he wanted. But there was a mistake made right here. It's back here somewhere. Back here, there was a mistake made. Mistakes were made. And it was, the pressure was on to get this done and get it done quick. So that's my read, you guys. And like I said, I know there's a lot of controversy around this case. I do know quite a bit about this case because it's just plastered everywhere. But knowing what I know and hearing what I've heard, I still had an open mind coming into this. And my intentions coming into this was leave the mind open. If it comes out, it comes out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And just read what I am getting. I hoped and prayed that I did not get that this female had something to do with this. Now, I'm not saying that she intentionally got him to murder Cash, but she had some knowledge of what was about to happen or what could be happening, and she did nothing about it. I also believe that these kids were a burden to her and him. So I don't know if I still cannot say that there is a romantic or a relationship connection with these two, but there is some kind of connection where what he did benefited the both of them. And for now, he's keeping it secret, but I see that changing because there's going to be some kind of communication that's going to be coming, because he's not going to take the fall for this by himself. So I don't know if there was maybe some enticement, maybe some things that were said, even if they weren't meant by this person, this female. She may have said things to him and he took it literally, but there's something going on there. Okay, so that's my read, you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, please hit the like, get this video out there. Like I said, if the comments start going hairy, I'm going to turn off comments, but that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to do this read, because I didn't know what was going to come out, what accusations or not would come out. There's a lot on both sides, okay, saying that he did this on his own, he was just crazy, whatever. Others are saying that he had help. I got right before I got that it was a female, I got right from the very first card about the day of that there was help, that he had help. So that leads me to believe that somebody helped orchestrate this with him. And these kids were a burden to all involved. Okay? So may his little soul rest in peace. Such a sad, tragic story. I may do an updated read on this later on. I just want to let this settle in. Okay, so that's my read, you guys. Thank you for watching. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and please stay safe. Bye-bye for now.